The role of an energy audit. We will discuss here in the continuation of this section, energy audit. To institute the correct energy efficiency program, you have to be know first which area in your establishment unnecessarily consuming too much energy, which is the most cost effectiveness to the improve. An energy audit identifies where energy is being consumed and assesses energy saving potentials, energy saving opportunities. So you get to save the money where it counts the most. It means if you save the energy, you will save the money. In the factory, doing an energy audit increases awareness of energy issues among plant personnel, making them more knowledgeable about proper practices that will make them more productive. An energy audit, in effect, gauges the energy efficiency of your plant against best practices. When used as a baseline for tracking yearly progress against targets, an energy audit becomes the best first step towards saving money in the production plant. Function of energy auditor. What is the function of energy auditor? Quantify energy costs and quantities. Correlate trends of production or activity to energy cost. Devise energy database formats to ensure they depict the correct picture by product department, consumers, etc. Advise and check the compliances of the organization for policy and regulation aspects. Highlight the area that need attention for investigation on this account. Conduct preliminary and detailed energy audits, which should include the following. Number one, data collection and analysis, measurement, mass and energy procurement practice, identification of energy efficiency project, and technical economic evaluation. Establishing action plan including energy saving targets, staffing requirement, implementation, time requirements, procurement issues, details and cost estimates. Recommendations on goal setting for every saving, record keeping, reporting and energy accounting, organization requirements, communication and public relations. Content of an audit. What should become the content? An energy audit seeks to document things that are sometime in the plant, such as energy being used in the site per year, process use the energy, and opportunities for saving in so doing. It assesses the effectiveness of management structure for controlling energy use and implementing changes. The energy audit report established the need for plant metering and monitoring, enabling the plant manager to institutionalize the practice and hence save money for the year to come. The energy audit action plan lists the sets of steps and set the preliminary budget for the energy management program. Number one, analysis of energy use. Identifying where energy is used to useful become it identify which area the audit should focus on the raise awareness, energy use and cost. The result of the analysis can be used in the review of management structure and procedure for controlling energy use. Analysis of energy use can be done by installing submeters in different plant locations to pinpoint actual energy uses per area. This is a good source data for allocating energy use. The plant manager can also list all equipment used and corresponding operating hours. With this information, he can create spreadsheet information and generate charts useful for analysis. Important points to consider when collecting the side load data. Number one, the operating hours. This can be gathered from plant personnel. It is important to ensure the accuracy of the data because the potential for energy saving lies on correct estimation. Equipments is operating hours or with the operating hours. Duty cycle. Machines such as large electric motors having varying load and hence different power requirements. Actual power consumed. For electric power users, this is based on either three-phase current, oblique voltage reading or power analyzer measurement. For fuel users, tank reading of monthly consumption, estimates and flow meters with totalization can be source of measurement. Number 2, identification of energy project. Opportunities for energy saving can rated the simplest such as lighting retrofits to such an installation of cogeneration plant. The important things to remember is to focus on major energy users and area. Always apply the 80-20 rule. Focus on the opportunities that provides 80% of the saving but require 20% input. After the preliminary identification of opportunities, spends more time on those which have shorter payback periods. Number 3, the cost benefit analysis. The identified energy conservation opportunity should be analyzed in the term of the cost of implementing the project versus that benefit can be gained. If you want to say install a heat plate exchanger to recover waste heat, you need to calculate the total cost of the installation and compare that with the savings you will derive from the recovering waste heat. It makes sense to go on with the project if there is a net positive benefit from the project. Number 4, action plan to set implementation priority. After passing the cost benefit test, an action should be developed to ensure that opportunities identified are implemented. The action plan should include all the major steps for implementing the opportunities as well as the people responsible. Furthermore, there should be a plan of result. Now we will continue next time. Thank you very much.